Hey guys, what's up? This is London, and today we're off our couch floating throughout the state of Florida discussing some of my favorite donut spots. But we're going to make this a series because we've hit too many of these shops to put in just one video, but it's been fun for us to film, so we hope you like it. Our first stop is going to be from one of our very first videos at Destination Little Donuts in Destin, Florida at the Destin Commons Shopping Center. Now, we actually ran into Destination Little Donuts while exploring Destin Commons Outdoor Shopping Center, and I'm very happy we did. Destination Little Donuts shares a space with Cups and Cones, which serves gelato and coffee, and that's not all. Being a full-on coffee house, they serve breakfast sandwiches, croissants, beignets, all sorts of good stuff. But we need to stick to the donuts today. We tried a half a dozen of their little guys, which Nat found to be misleading. The donuts weren't mini donuts, but they were a little bit smaller than normal. However, they were jam-packed with toppings and filling. The donuts are made to order, so they're fresh right there in front of you. So by the time you get them, they're still very warm. The breading here is delicious. It's more cake-like with a hint of cinnamon. Of the 6 we tried, we had maple bacon, Oreo cheesecake, apple fritter, salted caramel, the blondie, and the Homer. Now, we loved all the different flavors that we had, but our 2 favorites were the Oreo cheesecake and the blondie. I love toffee, and when you give me a donut with toffee on it, we're doing pretty good. Next, we're headed to Good Dough Doughnuts in my neck of the woods, Jacksonville. Good Dough's in a cool neighborhood on the other side of the river called San Marco. And I'll be honest, it's one of my favorite places to go when I'm at home. Good Dough is a really cool little donut shop that serves artisan donuts and great coffee. They have a nice little merchandise area, and they have plenty of seating as well, as you can see. Now, Good Dough hand makes all their donuts and glazes from scratch in small batches throughout the day, so that way their donuts are always fresh and ridiculously delicious whenever you stop in to get your donut on. Now, they make their house-raised donuts with a brioche-style yeast dough, only using the best ingredients, which produces a delightfully unique, rich, and buttery flavored donut with the perfect amount of bounce or springiness in the breading. Good Dough keeps about a dozen different donuts that rotate on their menu regularly, along with seasonal and fun specialties. If you're actually a vegan, but you still want to get your donut on, go out there on Friday and they'll have you covered as well. Another cool thing about Good Dough is that if you're a big donut fan like me, curious, or if you just enjoy a good show, they have 2 big windows looking into their kitchen, so you can actually watch the whole donut making process. It's really cool. As you can see, they have quite the selection of donuts to choose from here. Now, I've been pondering my decision for quite some time now, and I think I've picked out 4 donuts I'd like to try. The 4 donuts I decide on are the butterscotch bacon, the brown butter, the cereal milk crunch, and the raised cookie dough donuts. Man, they were all fantastic. But after speaking with the owner, Brittany, the star of the show for me was the buttermilk beer battered fried chicken dough-wich with B&D hot sauce. This thing was big, juicy, slightly spicy, and delicious. This is a must-try item if you don't mind a little kick. Now we're going to head down to the oldest city in the United States, St. Augustine. St. Augustine is a very touristy area and it's a lot of fun. Like any tourist town, they have a lot of options for suites and dining. With that being said, it's also a very walkable city. And one of the first things you see when you walk through the city gates is Auggies Mini Donuts. Auggies Mini Donuts are always fresh and always made to order. So as soon as you walk in, the first thing you're going to notice is the donut machine and a bunch of samples laid out. Pricing is on the back wall as well as all the different flavors they have to offer. My kids love picking out a flavor and then watching as the machine makes the donuts, and then get a chance to watch as their sweet treat comes magically rolling off the machine. After these little guys come out of the oil, they put them on the stick, and then if you're indecisive like me, you have the difficult task of actually choosing what flavors you want him to put on it. Now, we live pretty close, about 30 minutes away, so we come here often. So here are some of the flavors we've tried recently. This is sugar and chocolate chips, unicorn droppings, strawberry lemonade, strawberry sprinkle, and my personal favorite, the maple bacon, which is ridiculous. Next, we are driving literally right down the road to King Street to check out the Donut Experiment. I first heard about this place from one of my design clients who told me that one of their family members was actually opening up a donut shop in St. Augustine that I needed to check out as soon as possible. So of course, being the donut fan I am, I had to race down there and pay them a visit. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been there quite a few times since then. Now, the original donut experiment opened its doors in 2012 on Anna Maria Island as Anna Maria Donuts, but after blowing the minds of the locals and the tourists that came through, the owners embraced the idea and decided to share their concept with the masses, and so they came up with the name The Donut Experiment and began franchising their business. When ordering at the Donut Experiment, you're going to pick up an order form first, pick your icing, your toppings, and then you add a drizzle. Now, of course, you can add as many toppings as you like for an extra cost, but you're the scientist, so you go big if you want to. The Donut Experiment specializes in making vanilla cake donuts to order. So again, this is another location where you can actually watch your donuts being prepared, but you get to be what they call the mad scientist and select your own toppings. The Donut Experiment is set up kind of like a Subway, but it's much better because it's donuts. And these donuts are always fresh, hot, and made exactly the way you want them to be. My kids love this assembly line setup. They love watching their donuts get their sprinkles put on them and their graham crackers and all of that. Here's some of the more recent donuts that we've tried. The salted caramel maple bacon, the s'mores, the strawberry fruity pebbles, the salted caramel with chocolate drizzle, and the Reese's peanut butter cup with graham crackers. Now it's time for something a little different. We're heading to Dochi Donuts in Orlando, Florida to try some Mochi Donuts. Now, we've had their delicious mochi creations before at the original East End Market location. That was their pop-up that started it all in 2018. Now with 5 locations, including the newest Orlando location in the Mills 50 district, Dochi is dealing their Mochi Donuts like crazy. Now, if you've never had a Mochi Donut before or you're wondering what they are, they're donuts made of rice flour instead of regular flour. This actually makes the donut much lighter and way more chewy. And due to their special shape, they're specifically made to be easy to share. Dochi has basically 2 different base donuts available. That's ube and their regular golden donut. Ube is a Filipino purple yam that has more of a buttery flavor and gorgeous purple color inside, whereas the golden is like a regular vanilla flavored donut that you may be used to, just different in texture and fluffiness. However, no matter which donut base you like, the toppings add that extra special touch to each unique donut flavor. We were lucky enough to show up around Easter, so they had a few springtime and Easter flavors available, so I picked up a box of 6 for us to try out. We tried the ube glaze, the happy pokey, taro spring fetty, carrots for you, the green tea spring, and the peepa bunny. Now, first let me start out by saying that all the donuts we had were fantastic, but Nat's favorite was the taro spring fetty. And I have to agree, I love the icing and all the little cake bites. I also love the ube base. We also like the happy pokey as well. And to be honest, the texture of these Mochi Donuts is so good that anything they top them with would be amazing. Next up, we're headed a few miles south to Disney Springs. We're paying a visit to a very colorful shop with a giant donut right on the roof. Everglazed Donuts has been here now for a couple of years and it never ceases to amaze me. As you walk past the donut truck, you'll see a window. Inside that window, you'll see them making a ton of donuts, which you always find very entertaining, but I'm ready to get inside so I can get my donut on. Everglazed is known for going nuts with their toppings and making some very sexy, social media worthy creations that will just make your mouth water. I mean, these aren't your average everyday run-of-the-mill donut. Basically, you could take 2 Krispy Kremes or maybe a Krispy Kreme and a half and stack them together and that'll give you the right size comparison for Everglazed. These are light and fluffy, fresh, fully glazed before they're topped, and they taste amazing. If you're like me and you have to have something to drink with your donut as well, Everglazed has you covered. They have everything from your typical teas and coffees to beer and spiked coffees, one of which comes with their ridiculous maple double bacon donut. And I do love my coffee, so I typically gotta have a topper. Now, we've actually been here way too many times over the past couple of years, so I'll go ahead and give you a few of the flavors that we've tried. We've had the peanut butter explosion, the Brooklyn blackout, the Nutella Bella, the coconut dream, and we've even had their Christmas donuts. And out of all the donuts that I've tried, my favorite, my personal favorite, would be the peanut butter explosion. I love Reese's peanut butter cups, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I look for excuses to go to this place. When my friends come into town, like my boy Taj with the Nutella Bella, I brought them straight here. So if you're in the area, you're visiting, you're on vacation, whatever, try this place out and see if you like it. Next up, we head south to Pompano Beach. We came down here for Nat's birthday to check out the area. And after speaking with a few of the locals, they told us that if we wanted to get some donuts, to check out Dandee Donut Factory. Dandee Donut Factory is a full-service diner-style donut shop that's open 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. They have everything from basic bagels to Philly cheesesteaks and Jersey pork rolls. Now let me tell you, everything that we ate here was good. The Dandee Donut Factory has over 50 to 55 different types of donuts on their shelves every single day. Everything in the shop is handmade and rolled out the old-fashioned way. The top sellers here are their sour cream glazed and their Dandee, which is a glazed donut rolled in donut crumbs, which sounds amazing. The donuts here are big, and in the case of the cinnamon rolls and the crullers, they're huge and probably worth every penny. We wanted to make sure we had a good variety, so we decided on a box of 6, and I think we did all right. We had the strawberry sprinkle, the caramel cream, the Dandee Angel, the Boston cream, the walnut crunch, and I typically always love to get an apple fritter. We were very happy with our overall experience at the Dandee Donut Factory. The staff was very friendly and the donuts were fantastic. We will definitely be back. For the last stop on our list, we're going to head down to Miami to Mojo Donuts and Fried Chicken. Mojo's is a gourmet and artisanal donut shop, and they're known for all of their extravagant donuts and toppings. I mean, a crazy amount of toppings. This shop has won several awards for making some of Florida's best donuts. It's also a shop that celebrities love to frequent. So when you come in, you'll see pictures of J-Lo, The Big Show, and a bunch of other celebrities on the walls. This place has even been on Guy Fieri's Triple D, and we're even invited to his first ever live event. Now when it comes to the donuts here, they typically rotate a ton of donuts throughout the day. Now we're just getting off the boat from Boca Chica Key, so it's around 3 or 4 p.m. And as you know, showing up at a popular donut shop later in the day is normally a no-go. But lucky for us, this place rotates so many donuts, always made fresh throughout the day, that we still have a pretty big selection to choose from. Nat is having a vacation guilt crisis, so we're only going to be picking up 4 different flavors today. So we have the strawberry esmeralda, guava and cheese, the Samoa donut, and the chocolate and vanilla cream puff. And after about 5 minutes of watching us bash on donuts, Nat decides to come back with a strawberry cheesecake donut, which he tells us is perfect. We are very happy with every single donut we've tried here, and I'll be honest, I bought the Samoa donut for myself. It was delicious, but we all agreed that of the flavors we tried, the guava and cheese donut was our favorite. Of course, we still have many other flavors we'd like to try here. I'd like to try their maple bacon long john and the Deco Delight, which Guy Fieri had. Yeah, this place was great. So if you're ever in Miami, you definitely want to hit them up. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. I want to thank you for getting off the couch with us and exploring our Florida donut trail with us today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video as much as we enjoyed making it. We look forward to finishing the second part here soon as well. Next week, Grandmaster Nat is back on the mic in Epcot at Walt Disney World, checking out what's new at Epcot. We'll be heading to the World Celebration area where a new eatery, cafe, shop, and fountains dispensing Coca-Cola flavors from around the world have recently opened up. Lots of good food and drinks and a side of shopping up ahead. And if that sounds good to you, please subscribe. We'd love to have you join our little community here, and thank you for watching.